Must have missed the phone with the plan of all the Torahs. Well, fam, you gotta read the Torah. Israelites are ancestors, Jerusalem full of posers. What they did to Joseph, look a little closer. Brother turn an enemy and hit you with the poker. Oppressors, they opposers, back of the bus rolls of distractions and the act of attacks to hide motives. I told you. All praises to the Most High. It's our story, it's our story. Read the book and it won't lie. For his glory, for his glory. Yo, it's a shame. Losing hope to gain normality, cause our reality is the Mortal Kombat fatalities, no principalities, and declining of all morality. But in the vanity, there's a prophecy still happening. On the internet, the enemies still cackling, the blind leading the blind, right into the reckoning. But ain't no glory in forming weapons against your brethren, or we gon' come together or perish because of foolishness. Sell drugs, pop slugs, that's pretty damaging. It helps them, not us, our own worst enemy. Divided in the hood, oppressed, we got no synergy. Work then retire and die, we got no energy. But this is just a sample of dirt. In God's words, we astonymous. Proverbs and bywords. We should focus on the law and the glory of his word, cause the teachers and the doctrines of men is absurd. All praises to the Most High. It's our story, it's our story. Yeah. Read the book and it won't lie. For his glory, for his glory, yeah. Yo, Israel. It's just part one, man. Part two on the way. Check it out. Stay behind for this one.
We'll be getting started here in a moment, y'all. And as you can see, the title of the lesson is Battle Tested. It's gonna be a good one.
Hey, Miss Back. Yeah. Hey, Miss Back. You. Yeah.
If you come against the scriptures, man, we gon' rise up. If you come against our heritage, we gon' rise up. It don't matter, anybody get it, man. We gon' rise up, rise up. We rise up. If you come against the king, man, we gon' rise up. If you come against our Elohim, we gon' rise up. It don't matter, anybody get it, man. We gon' rise up, we rise up, and rise up.
Oh me, oh my. Atheists tweeting OMG. Life came to a standstill and then got real with the prophecies. Every time we the past go, monopolize the monopoly. You give us 200, take 300, charge us for the property. Y'all gave us this authority. To be honest, got it honestly. Which means we are joint heirs. Siamese twins on a trampoline. We speak what he wrote. Melania's speech, Michelle's notes. Israel hit the ground running like a breech birth cause we got hope. Hold up. Yeshua is the Messiah. It's his will over our will, so we call that student drivers. He calls us his song. Sorry, Mariah. Postal, we carry these notes. Addressing all outsiders, we will rise up.
If you come against the scriptures, man, we gon' rise up. If you come against our heritage, we gon' rise up. It don't matter, anybody get it, man.
All right, shalom, y'all. Shalom. It's your boy Michael Israel, and you are watching Spiritual Combat. And as you can see, the title of this lesson is Battle Tested. Okay? And just letting some people get in there. Of course, everything's acting up, having little minor technical difficulties. I actually had some interviews scheduled for yesterday, but my internet was acting up, so they're actually they're sending a person out to fix it today. like I said, it's always something, but like I said, I always fight through it. You know what I'm saying? Looking at it, shout outs to Sister Elizabeth, Sister Janetta, Brother Mike, Brother Reginald Tatum. Shalom, man. I'm definitely look forward to having you on the show. Brother Andre, shalom. And we're going to get started here momentarily. And like I said, this is a follow-up message to the message I did yesterday. This is a follow-up message to that. The message I did yesterday was just about the importance of being a soldier. The fact that a lot of brothers and sisters that I see in this walk, they've been kind of brainwashed and deceived into thinking that, hey, this ain't a fight. It's flowers and cookies and milk and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games. Hey, shalom, Brother Dermot. Appreciate you, man. But they've been deceived into thinking, hey, this isn't a fight. You know, God's a genie, and you just ask for it and sit back and recline back in your recliner, and you don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? And that is not that's not what's going on. And in doing that, it's like I'm constantly dealing with situations and running and counseling brothers and waking them up to the fact that, hey man, you in a war, you in a battle, you have the battle plan right there in your hand, Most High's word, and you have to apply it in a very literal sense. This isn't wishful thinking and fairy tale. This is real life. And like I said, every day I'm running, and this is my work, and I enjoy doing it, and I have no problem counseling brothers. But I'm just letting y'all know the reality. I wake a lot of brothers up on the battlefield. Wake up, man. Wake up. You under attack. You know, there's mortars coming in. And, you know, I got to let them know that what the real situation is. Okay. And, you know, that's a reality. But we're about to get started with this message today. I had one of them, if it can mess up, it will type situation. So, but we're good now. Everything's up. So the title of today's message is Battle Tested. And kind of way this message came up is I was watching this brother. His name escapes me. He was on the Joe Rogan show. He was Mike Tyson's first trainer. He's a trainer who worked with Mike Tyson the most hands-on under Cus D'Amato, Teddy Atlas. So the man over the whole Mike Tyson's training was Cus D'Amato, okay? And Teddy Atlas was a dude who actually would execute and work with him and do everything. So he knew Mike Tyson intimately on just training wise and all that. Mike Tyson, like, people don't realize how good, and this is what the brother said in the interview. He was just saying how people didn't realize how talented Mike Tyson was. Like, his talent and the training, so his talent was beyond anybody in boxing. So that's why he easily just went right through people. he was saying at 12 years old, Mike Tyson was 190 pounds, all muscle. And like he was fighting grown men. And he just going on to say, you know, and that's why they knew he was going to be the youngest champ ever and all that stuff like that. But what Teddy Atlas said that really hit me, he said Mike Tyson had never won a battle. And people like, what? But he never won a battle because his talent took him through everything. But the thing that the thing that qualifies you as a real soldier is when you've been battle tested. And what's battle tested? It's when your talent can't get you through it. And when you got to tap into that other thing, which is the Most High Yah and all that, to get you through the situation. That's battle tested. Okay? And I want y'all to put some scriptures in there. I found some scriptures I thought would apply to this, so I'm gonna go ahead and read them. But if y'all could post some in the comments, because I think there's some better ones in the word that could better testify to this. But the scriptures I found was 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 7. It says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perishes, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Jesus Christ. Okay, that was 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 7. And then I got Isaiah 48:10. It says, behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. Okay? And to elaborate on that is when these situations come upon you, these challenging, painful, stressful, overwhelming situations, that's when you get tested to see if you're going to stick to your guns or if you're going to give in to your carnal nature or give in to your emotions. And that's how the Most High tries you. And, you know, these gray hairs you see all over the place, they're not platinum highlights. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to look cute and dyed my hair and all that. Nah, this gray hair, this is the furnace of affliction in a lot of areas of my life. I'm not sitting here saying that that I'm perfect. I still have areas where I'm being purified in. And a good thing to watch, I might do it on my Shabbat morning lesson. So a good video to watch. And like I said, I might post it and we'll talk on it more on, tomorrow on the Shabbat morning lesson, is that video. It shows how they purify gold. Then it takes on a whole nother meaning of being battle tested and how they do it. Because you see how the purification process, they just burn off the impurities, you know? And it's just, man, it's heavy. Just like when you watch a sheep herder. That's another heavy thing to watch, because then it takes on a whole nother level of understanding what this word is really saying. Brother Asa, the Hebrew farmer there in Georgia, he can bring out some, just talking to him, that one interview I did with him, and I'm going to have him on a whole bunch more. I'm going to really be dealing with that brother, because I know he's about it. But he can, because he's a farmer, he can really relate to a lot of the terminology in the Bible on a good level. Why? Because he's been through it. He's applied it. And I'm big on the application of this word. But going back to Shalom, Brother Debrew. Going back to what Teddy Atlas was saying, okay? He was saying that exactly, man. Brother Mike said a good lesson to learn from is the example of our brother Job. Exactly, man. Because you know what? Job cuts a lot of the teaching that a lot of these, that, you know, for lack of a better word, that bull crap that a lot of these people are teaching. Like Job is boiled down to a bare essential. Like he gets you to focus on exactly he boils it down to exactly what this thing's about. It ain't about nothing on this earth. People, things, anything. It's about trusting Yah and knowing Yah. You know what I'm saying? So it boils it down to the bare essentials, to where it helps you weed out a lot of the noise that's out there. Because there's a lot of noise out on social media, YouTube and all that. And it helps you drill in on the signal and not all the static and noise that's out there. It helps you tune right in. So yeah, that you're right, man. Job's heavy. But going back to what Teddy Atlas was saying, he said, yeah, Tyson, he had all that talent, but when it came time for him, because he was saying what separated him from a lot of other people was that when his back was against the wall and he was down and out, he said he crumbled under that. But what separated him from, say, like a Muhammad Ali, or even another one is a Michael Jordan. Because sports, you can draw a lot of analogy. Like I said, I ain't big on sports like that, but those people who play sports would be, if they weren't in sports and they were in this word, they'd be mighty men of valor in mighty men in the Bible. They'd be warriors. They'd be like King David's and the mighty men he rode with, doing amazing. Imagine a Michael Jordan as some type of general or something like that, like a Ray Lewis. Imagine a Ray Lewis as a general over our Hebrew army. These other nations know that would be a scary thing. But the reason why I say their name is because these people like Michael Jordan, people like Muhammad Ali, imagine him as a warrior, you know, battling these other nations, not sitting there boxing for entertainment, but leading an army, leading a police force for our people or something, for our nation. These people would find a way when they were outclassed with talent and muscle and size and skill, they would find something and overcome it. And that's how we got to be in this walk. I did a lesson earlier talking about one of the biggest issues, and all this ties in, one of the biggest issues I see, Shalom on YouTube, brother Borasta. I think I pronounced it right. Let me know if I did. But one of the biggest issues why people are defeated spiritually, with addictions, with strongholds, with demonic possession and oppression and stuff like that, is because they don't attack it. You know what I'm saying? I was saying that the other day. They kind of just, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to overcome it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to overcome this thing. You know, okay, I'll try a little bit, you know. and they don't attack it with all their energy and might and aggression and go to war with the thing. They just kind of, all right, Jesus, please help me. Okay, all right, let me go back to work. And then, no, they don't drop their whole life and go to war with all their heart, mind, and soul against this situation that could ruin their life and ruin their salvation and all that. They don't come at it like that. And that's why you see everybody walking around defeated. Like, they don't set up shop and put their tent up and tell that demonic situation or whatever that situation is. They're like, brother, whatever that demon is or whatever, tell the demon, you better pack a lunch because we going to war, baby. Like, they don't declare that. They just kind of, because they've been programmed by this emasculated, feminized Jezebel society, with this Ahab spirit that they've put in men to, just be defeated, let life kick my butt, God knows my pain, and feel sorry for myself mentality that this society gives them. And they wonder why they walk around defeated. Just waiting for something to happen. No, you got to declare war on situations and be a soldier and gird up, put on the whole armor of God. It's all war analogies and stuff. Have a King David spirit, Like, I read that story where I think it was Joshua. He ready to go in there, and the men of Israel, who, like I always point out, they knew Hebrew, they knew the culture, they had all the cultural things down. Most High was dealing with them in an obvious way. He hadn't turned his back to them, and these brothers was crying because they scared to go into the land. And me, I done seen his word work, literally, with literal application in my life. I saw it work. I watched it deliver me from lust and pornography addiction and alcoholism, and help me deal with these other nations at my job that were stressing me out to no end. Like, I watched it work to the point where now I'm ready to die for it. I could care less, because I know if it wasn't for that, I'd probably be dead anyway. So it ain't, you don't need a whole bunch of Bible knowledge and study the truth all the way down to all this deep level. All you need to do, you go get one of these little watered down Bibles and still get the basic gist of what you need to be doing. It's application, man. Folks ain't going into battle, and folks ain't willing to be battle tested and go through the thing. That's why I say go through your fears. You know what I'm saying? It's simple, but it's not easy. So don't get it. Don't. I don't want y'all thinking I'm. It ain't easy. I understand that. Like, it ain't easy to go to war on that level. Now, Brother Mike put in there, surrender to Yah. And what I have to do, I don't want to leave people with just surrender to Yah. I want to go all the way in and break that down to what it means, because that is something that's used in the church to make people passive and just let go, surrender to Yah's way and let Yah do it. So to clarify what that would mean, surrender to Yah is surrender to Yah's way of doing things. Put Yah's word into action in your life and give yourself over to his way of walking and doing your life and fighting and battling according to Yah's word. Because, you know, it says faith without works is dead. So I'm very careful. I make sure I clarify to them, surrendering to Yah don't mean, okay, I'm going to just read the book and then lay back and let him do it. No, he wants you to apply his word. And then when you get to here in the battle, call on him and let him come in and put that work in. You know what I'm saying? Let the Most High, and then you'll see his power come, and it's on a whole nother level. Because like I said, I experienced it in my life when I was struggling with my issues, and I was powerless. I realized, like, I tried to do all I could like a soldier like I am, and I realized, man, I was fighting a demon that it had a stronghold in my life. And I said, yeah, I'm going to put it in your hands, but I'm going to pray, fast, and fight on every other battlefield I could fight in to get my life right. And that battle, he was just like a nuclear bomb on an ant with it. Whew, it was a done deal. By no effort of mine. That's how I knew it was him. So to surrender to Yah, I just like to clarify that, because a lot of people go out there and teach, let go and let God. And people are like, okay. So I'll just sit back, recline back in my chair, and God will take care of everything. I ain't got to worry about it. I don't even got to think about it. And they just steadily getting bombarded with mortars on the battlefield, and they out there in the battlefield, boom, 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 and their position getting destroyed. So surrender to Yah would be obedient to Yah's word and put it into action. That's what I would define surrender to Yah. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, but I definitely get what you mean by that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so what I put here is so what I put here is stop watching soft things. Because part of being battle tested and being a soldier is being in that soldier frame of mind. That's why, because what happened, I walked in when I was at work, walked in this dude's office, and he had that video on. And y'all can check it out. I'm going to watch the whole thing because I watched part of it. It was Teddy Atlas talking to Joe Rogan about Mike Tyson. And like I said, he was just saying how Mike Tyson was never battle tested, basically. And when he ran into his first real battle, he just crumbled. Whereas somebody like Muhammad Ali, he found a way. You know, he was fighting to the death. It's that King David spirit. And just kind of a good example of it. So part of that, like I said, is coming out of, I'm telling you, and look, the reason I'm saying this is like, what I'm telling you, I wouldn't put anybody's business out there, but I'm just saying, I guess people have been seeing the teachings, and I get calls, and I counsel people, and they tell me their situations, and I already know the common thread. It's one common thread all the time. They haven't been trained for battle, and they haven't been battle tested. Our people don't realize, I put it even better, a better analogy. Our people don't realize they're on a battlefield and that those explosions going off around them, they're not fireworks. They're real mortars and bombs going off on them. Our people don't realize they're on a battlefield. Our people think they're at a fireworks show at Disney World. That's what they're being told. They're being told, oh yeah, those explosions, those are fireworks. You know, oh, that big castle there, that's the Disney Kingdom. Oh, that guy running around with that helmet on, that's Mickey Mouse. No, that dude running around with that costume on, that's not a costume. That's camouflage. That's a military uniform, and that dude's trying to kill you. And those things going off up there are bombs designed to destroy you. And that thing over there, that's not the Disney Kingdom. That's a castle. That's a stronghold that you need to take down and destroy. Like, And that's just an analogy to let you know what I'm telling these people when I'm counseling them on the phone about relationships. About dudes like, hey man, like I'm depressed and I'm down and I just really need to talk about it. And this is what I'm telling them. And it's like folks have been lulled to sleep. It's a deception. And that's how Satan functions, through deception, to just kind of, oh yeah, it's okay, just go to sleep. God will take care of it. And folks are like, oh, okay. And they go into sleep. Wham, 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 bombs fall, and they get destroyed. People suffering from depression and stress to the point where it becomes like a neurosis or some type of psychological disorder to the point where they feel like, hey, they got to go talk to a psychologist and get medication. It turns into a physical manifestation. And it said, my people are destroyed for what? For lack of knowledge. It's basic. This is basic. Okay? Exactly, D. Bruce says, sport parallel. Follow the playbook. Take Yah's game plan and execute it. It's like the game plan ain't going to win the game for you. This is what people think. Okay, I'm going to just study the game plan. They done memorize every play. They know the history of the coach who wrote that play, and they know the playbook in and out. They know where the playbook was manufactured at. They know what type of tree they cut down to make the playbook. They know what company they bought the ink from to print the playbook out. They know how many playbooks were printed out and all that. You know, they've memorized every play in the book to the letter. But what? They not going out on the field and executing the playbook. And me, you got me here, Spiritual Combat, Michael Israel here. I can't even remember the playbook like all the way through, but I know the basic gist of, okay, this is a sweep. I basically got to run over here to the left and then run up the field. Okay, this is a pass. I don't remember exactly what dude I got past to, but I know I got past to one of these dudes. Like, I ain't got the playbook all the way down, but I'm applying it to where we're able to slowly move up the field, not perfectly efficiently, but we're advancing up the field. Where you got other people out there, they're playing for the other daggone team. You know what I'm saying? They out there helping the other team move up the field or whatever. That's what we got going on here. And what I do in counseling is just, in no kind terms, I just tell men like I tell men, you know, or people like I tell people, because I know people could take it. I just tell them, look, this is what's going on. Like, this is reality. This was really going on, and this is where you were deceived at. And a person filled with pride isn't going to be able to receive that. You see what I'm saying? All right, so y'all done, oh yeah, I got to follow up on these comments. Y'all done put a bunch of comments in here. So a brother on Borsada, brother on, I'm looking at the YouTube comments real quick. He put continuous application of Psalms 83 verse 1 through 4. All right, somebody post that up there so I can, because I ain't got time to look it up, so I can read that. He said, concept never stop throughout generations. So yeah, just go ahead and post that so I know what that script is. Who we are. Or you put we are one, and then he put, it is important to know your true culture. Then we can identify with these common issues that affected our ancestors. Same trials, different surroundings. Exactly, man. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And Yah is King. Shalom. Good job. All right. Let's see what y'all put here. I like that sports parallel, Debrew. So somebody said, I find comfort in Psalms 91. Go ahead and post that, Brother Mike James. Debrew put, but like you say, Mike, the execution ain't easy. They not tested. Exactly. But we got to begin executing. That's what I push, is application of the word. You know, it's painfully, you know where you're struggling with stuff at. You know what stuff is really plaguing you. How do you know? Because you have pain and dysfunction in certain areas in your life. Certain things are real obvious. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know. So study, yeah, we got to study the playbook, but we also got to begin applying it and learn how to apply it. Nobody's teaching that. That's not what gets taught. And I'm not dealing with people who not applying this word in their life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not encouraging people to stay on the sideline. Like that boy, that dude, Mr. Hebrew 1, the dude out of St. Louis. They said they asked this dude, hey man, so what position did you play in football when you were growing up? He was like, the dude said he played ass back. And he's like, what's ass back? He was like, when you on the sideline and you come up to the coach and ask if you could go in, and the coach say, get your ass back. He said, I played ass back. Like, nah, we got to get in the game, man. That's real talk, man. Yeah. And I teach what I teach. It ain't for filthy lucre's sake. You know, if somebody comes along and they got way more money than me, and that is the gift that the Most High gave them, is to be able to do that, that's cool. But I ain't teaching this for filthy lucre's sake. I don't care if folks get their feelings hurt and I get 0 views. As long as it hit one person, we good. Because I don't care about emotion. I'm about my Father's business. And I know what it felt like when I was in pain and dysfunction and lost. I know what that feels like. So, you know what I'm saying? All right. So let me see. 91 is good. Israel, forget who they are. Yeah. But yeah, so, you know, it's definitely about being battle tested and going, because this is the thing. This is what I found. And we could take it back to Debrew's playbook parallel. After I went through a couple battles, I didn't know the whole playbook. I didn't know the whole word. But what I found is after going through a couple battles and overcoming them and overcoming some strongholds and stuff like that I dealt with, I found that I could read a bunch of stuff in the book that I never heard before and had complete deep understanding of it. Why? Because I had did it. I went out there and ran the plays. You know what I'm saying? So I could understand other plays better. Okay, this is why I got to do this so they don't tackle me here. You know what I'm saying? So it's experience. It's having that being battle tested. That's why when I see somebody and they teaching, I can tell, man, he got sin in his life. Like he ain't went up against nothing. That's why his message so watered down and it ain't hitting on nothing. I'm not getting nothing out of it. Like I could see that. So yeah, you know. But anyway, y'all, with that said, it's 5:40. I gotta be at work at 6, so I gotta get on the road. So but I appreciate y'all tuning in. Definitely tune in tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do a morning Shabbat lesson, probably around 7, 8 o'clock, you know. So definitely tune in for that. I appreciate y'all tuning in this early in the morning, getting up early, you know. So I appreciate y'all tuning in and everybody else who watching. And yeah, brother said, teaching is a skill. Many with degrees are terrible teachers. Exactly. It's about that experience. Then you could break it down to the minute level. Okay. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I got to wrap it up. Got to go to work. With that said, Spiritual Combat, Michael Israel. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Shalom.